Good morning, everybody. That was the lovely energy coming from Alex Evans in his performance for PanoGrama. So PanoGrama is a soloist steel pan competition happening in the Caribbean region. Alex is the first Belizean that enters this competition. So we're excited to get updates from him. How has the overall feel been? What's next in the competition? Alex, you're still here on this couch, and we'd love to have you here. How has the overall feeling been competing in PanoGrama?
It's been really great. I love all of the support that I've gotten. I really appreciate all of the feedback that I've gotten, from Belizeans and also, from other panists and stuff in Trinidad and other parts of the Caribbean as well.
Yeah.
So
Was it a surprise for people to say, wow, Belize, like, I did not know y'all were doing steel pan and y'all in this competition?
yeah, I've definitely gotten that response from people who, didn't know that Belize. I mean, Belize have steel pan, and we have panists at that level. And also, I try and use it as an opportunity to educate people that we've had steel pan in the country since the mid 1960s. Courtesy of Dr. Colville Young and
Okay.
Dr. Lennox Pike.
So they know now that Belize is here. Belize come with your steel panto as well. So
Yes.
at least if nothing else, they know what's happening. And so congratulations. We've been talking about the fact that you placed ninth for the semifinals. So
For the prelims.
for the prelims.
Yes.
So now we're going in. So explain everything for me. So we played already because I watched everything, and then now you placed ninth for your point system. I think you got 78 points, something for like the overall. I know. I remember that.
I don't even know that.
I remember these things. I saw when you posted something and I saw all the little points. It
Right.
was so close by points. So talk a little bit about what's happening there.
Right. So the competition is set up in three stages. The first is prelims, and then semifinals, and then finals. So for the prelims, there were 24 panists who participated from all over the world, and the top 20 qualified. And now semifinals are going to be held this Sunday, May 29th at 6 p.m. on the PanoGrama YouTube channel. And like I said, 20 panists from Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua and Barbuda, France, the USA, Canada, of course, Belize. Will be participating, and the top 10 panists from the semifinal round are going to make it to the finals, which will be held on June 12th.
Wow. So that's really back to back.
You know what's interesting? That there's persons competing from France, and they be like, Belize has steel pan, like the audacity, right? The audacity.
The audacity.
Yeah,
Silly.
but how has the competition been like? Like, how have you been preparing yourself? Because I'm thinking, like those other persons, like they prepare themselves as well. Yeah. So how has it
You watched
been?
the
What has
competition,
been the
right?
motivation like that? Like is driving you to?
Yeah. I watched the entire competition. I've scoped out everybody.
It's a smart move.
And I think after the preliminary round, I pretty much am saying the same thing that I was saying from before, which is that I am by no means the most skilled panist in this competition. In terms of just raw playing ability, I am not the best in this competition. But one of the things that I do have going for me is I have an ability to arrange music and come up with unique musical ideas in a way that kind of has set me apart from the competition to a certain extent. So in terms of preparation, I have my own individual musical preparation, because it's a 3 to 4.5 minute long presentation that we have to give. So of that, it starts off with an introduction, and then you play the verse and chorus of the actual tune of choice, and then you get into some variations, and then an ending. So of that, let's say more or less 4 minutes, 3 minutes of that is original musical material. There's only like a minute of it that is actually playing the song itself. So I've been spending on average over 8 hours a day between practicing, writing music, learning the music, perfecting the music, and actually building my own tracks, building my own background tracks to use for the competition. So it's really, really been an intense, a rigorous, very, very demanding process in terms of time and in terms of energy and in terms of all of my creative faculties.
I can imagine like
Yeah.
8 hours is a lot, but I mean, like you said, 3 minutes of it is original content that you have to be putting together your different arrangements. So that is a lot to be able to say because you have to perfect it too because you have to compete against other people. So time is going, How much time did you have from the last time to now? I'm trying to like remember like how much time you guys have to do this.
I This is really bad, but I can't remember the exact date of prelims. It was 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a decent amount of time to some extent to be able to get it done. I mean, it's gonna be shorter for the finals too as well because I think that's June 12th. So that's really
That's
short.
a 2-week turnaround, yeah.
And do you want to tell us what song you're doing or no? We have to wait.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's out there. The PanoGrama has already like posted the graphics with the order and what song each person is playing. So I decided that for my semifinal performance, I am going to be performing "Welcome to Belize" by Lila Vernon.
Love it.
And the rationale, there's a couple different ideas behind it. So a part of it is, first and foremost, wanting to pay homage to a queen, wanting to pay homage to one of our legends, and to present her music to the world. And also in doing so, I have kind of like created a theme as well that seeks to also pay tribute to the women of Belize and in particular women in arts and culture here in Belize. So the space, because all of the visual aesthetic and everything is a part of it. So
Wow.
the space that I'll be performing in has been curated by Miss Ilona Smiling.
Nice.
She managed to get some visual art pieces to adorn the space. Pieces by Brahida Haylock, Jacqueline Ewens, Shahira Young, Yaoling Lee. My attire is sponsored by Ronelli Rikenya. My hair is being done by Lula Bennett. So it's being done with the support of a lot of these women in arts and in culture in Belize who have been working and have been doing their thing in our creative and cultural ecosystem and landscape. So it's also a way of showing them some love and also, because I think, there's two things with that. One of them is that typically in most cultures, and I don't think Belize is any exception, typically in most cultures, women tend to be the main propagators of culture, and I also think that it's long overdue that we start, giving our women their flowers. There are too many women who have done so much work in arts and culture who have passed on, not just Lila Vernon herself, Miss Myrna Manzanares, Beverly Smith Lopez, Rosita Baltazar, and so this is just me doing my part in a very small way to just say thank you.
Well, to think that you have a whole team behind you is
Yeah.
it's mind blowing. I was just thinking, just set up your pan right there, put the camera, and just get
No, because
going.
they,
right?
they also
But
on the
it's-
outfit they have to like do a whole thing where you judge based on outfits and all. So like
that's really,
everything
really, really,
you have
really
to like
cool.
think about.
I love it. So Alex, in the prelims, you were sharing on your social media pages for people to vote via social media for the performance. Is that still gonna be applicable?
Yes,
in
the
this?
voting is open until June 11th, I believe. Last time I checked, I was fourth in the voting, fourth out of all 24 for the voting for both People's Choice and Best Dressed. The voting for Best Dressed takes place on the PanoGrama Instagram page. The voting for People's Choice takes place on the PanoGrama Facebook page.
Oh,
And
okay.
so all you have to do to support, it won't even take 5 minutes, is to visit both respective pages and find the post that has either Best Dressed or People's Choice. You have to like and follow the PanoGrama pages because only votes from accounts that have liked and or followed the pages will count. And you search for where the official PanoGrama page has commented my name and you just like that comment.
Oh, yeah. Well, I kind of remember. I didn't know about the whole follow the PanoGrama.
I followed and I voted.
I need to go follow.
Please
I
go back
voted.
and follow.
I voted.
I voted, Alex. I
You
voted.
voted illegally?
I did. I did. I don't feel bad about it because I tried.
Right. But because like it's on the guidelines, right? You have to like the page and then you go and then you
I never
vote.
read that part. All I read what Alex
There we
said
go.
go like
Yes,
me things.
yes.
But
all
yeah,
I did
thank
was
you.
that.
Thank you for reminding the viewers about that.
So viewers, please go out. It's for people's choice and for best dress. Make sure if you don't have Instagram, you could just at least vote on Facebook, right? And if you don't have Facebook or whatever, just vote on the respective social media platform you have. Like he said, it even take 5 minutes to go do it. And don't be like me. Please follow and like because
Yeah.
apparently I'm voting illegally.
Right.
So.
Any last words, Alex?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, just thank you so much to everyone for the support that I've received up until this point. It really means a lot to me because I think I had mentioned from the beginning that it's not just about representing me, it's also about representing Belize. It's less about the competition for me and more about representing myself and my country positively on an international stage. And I really hope to do so yet again this Sunday at 6 p.m. on the PanoGrama YouTube channel. And with my song selection and with the support and with the artists that have helped me and that I'll be featuring, what I really hope to do with this performance is to bring the world to Belize and take Belize to the world.
Wow.
I
That's
love it.
inspiring. Right?
I know, right? That's the perfect way
Uh-huh.
to end off before we go into his actual performance. So people, please make sure you check it out. It's really nice. When I saw Alex starting to play, right? Because I said other people they play, and I'm like, I really prefer my Belizean people. I guess maybe I bias. And like the commercially Belizean flag, and I saw other people call it commenting, "Go Alex!" And everything. I was like, "Yes, my people, we're all saying this together." So make sure you comment your Belizean flags. Make sure you show the support, guys. We really need you. He's putting us on the map. He's trying to represent us in every single way. Let's do our part too and support. So with that, we're gonna go to those performances. We have 2 songs. We already selected it because we're the most surprise to everybody. And so we know what we're gonna do. So prepare yourself, get ready for that Friday vibes, guys. We're about to be wild. So